what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be my July favorites. A lot of you have already seen these in videos. Some of them are brand new that I'm going to be showing you that I have just been obsessed with. And as always, I do have a good mixture of makeup and body care this month, which I'm very excited to share with you. Also, if you are interested in seeing this makeup look, I added a couple things for this video, but the basis of this makeup look, if you are interested in it and want to see how I got it, I will leave the link for it down below as well as up here so you guys can go check it out. I also kind of updated you all in that video about what's going on, why everything's a little bit different here, as well as a little bit of a life update. But I'm just gonna get straight into my favorites, so let's get started. My first favorite this month has got to be my nails. I am so into this ombre trend. I got my nails like this a couple months ago and I just fell in love with it that I wanted to get it again. It just looks so clean and professional and fresh looking and goes with absolutely everything. So this is what they look like. You just want to ask for like a really nice kind of see-through baby pink with a faded to white on the tips of your nails. This is a gel polish, so a lot of the time when I get my nails done, I have gel polish done. Some people do this with powder and the acrylic powder. My manicurist likes to do it with the nail polish and I think it looks beautiful every single time. So I just had to mention that because I just love the way these look. My next favorite of the month have been my self-tanning products. I do self-tan every once in a while. I'm not like one of those avid people who self-tans all the time. I have been trying a new self-tanner. So the one that I've been using is by St. Maurice. It's the Instant Self-Tanning Mousse. I have this in the dark one. I actually got this from Octoly. It looks exactly like the Saint Tropez, which I used to use in high school, and that one is really expensive. This one is only $12.99. You can find it at Ulta. This one came with a mitt, which I have used, so it's a little dirty, but I love this. It's so inexpensive. The color is really, really nice. I have used this 2 times and I really do like it. I love the fact that this does have a color guard on it, so when you put it on your skin, you can see where you're applying it. Unlike a lotion that does not have a color guard, I really appreciate that this one does. So again, this is in the dark version. I know they have a medium one. This is a foam, which makes it so easy to apply. So I just pump a little bit of this on my mitt and I just rub it into my skin. This one I do like to leave on overnight. They also have one that you can wear for a couple hours depending on the color that you want. So this has been a favorite of mine. I have really been enjoying it, especially for the price. I really have been enjoying this brush to apply the tanner on my hands and my feet. I don't like to use the mitt when it comes to my hands because I like to have a really nice even tan because I like to wear sandals a lot and of course my hands are going to be everywhere. So I've been using the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is so important to getting a really nice even tan again on your hands. So I will pump the tiniest amount of this onto the little brush and just kind of brush it forward onto my hands. So you can see it gives just like a really nice even tan, but my tan still looks really nice and gradient down to my arm and everything is just really nice and blended. I also just washed this with my regular brush cleaner and it has been holding up for a very long time since I've been using it, so this has also been a must-have for me. The last favorite as part of my like little tanning routine recently has been this. It is in my shower right now, but this is by Sephora Collection. This is the Smooth Finisher Exfoliating Bath Mitt. It is so incredibly important that you exfoliate your skin before you self-tan and when you want to take it off to reapply it. This is one of the best exfoliating products that I have ever used. I still use a scrub with it. I use my Soap and Glory Flake Away, but this itself is so good. You can use this with a creamy product. You can also use it with something that's a little bit more exfoliating like a scrub like I do, but it just leaves your skin so smooth and it preps your skin so beautifully for the self-tanner. This is only about $10, I believe. I've been getting so much use out of this, not just for self-tanning, but also to really just exfoliate my skin when I'm feeling a little bit dry and I want my skin to be really smooth. This has been a must. My last body product for the month, this is brand new by Soap and Glory. I am so obsessed with everything by Soap and Glory. Soap and Glory body products, their skincare products, as well as all their makeup. Everything from their line that I've tried, I love. And the first thing that I ever bought was their Righteous Butter and I fell in love with the scent of that. It smells absolutely delicious. I actually have a rollerball on my desk that is the same exact scent of that because it smells so good. I always get compliments when I wear it. This is a brand new product and I about freaked out in Walgreens when I saw it. This is the Soap and Glory Spritz Me Quick Super Hydrating Moisture Mist. This has the same exact scent as the Righteous Butter, as all the other original pink scents, and this smells to die for. Not only does it smell really good, this is so moisturizing. It has shea butter in it. It's such a nice fine mist as well. I will show you guys, and it smells so good. I just like to spray this on my arms and on my chest area and it immediately soaks into my skin. It's so quick. It feels amazing. Moving on to makeup products, I want to start with the palette that I've been reaching for all month long. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Now I did not think, as you guys know in my review video if you've seen it, that I was going to get a lot of use out of this or even find inspiration from this palette, but I have really been enjoying it and I've been using it all month long. I know some of you are curious to see how many people who have actually talked about this, if they do end up using it after their initial review, and I can be honest with you all and tell you I have been using it. It's looking pretty rough right now because I've been using it a lot. There are lot of warm tones in here. There are some pops of color. Some of them are a little bit harder to work with than others, but I have been reaching for this a lot, so I had to mention it. I actually used it on my eyes today with a couple of other things, and I've really been enjoying this. The other products I have for the eyes this month that I've been loving are pigments. I am such a pigment person. I just think they look so beautiful on the eyes. You can do so many things with them when you mix them with some Duraline, or if you also mix them with some mixing mediums and such. So these are the two that I've been wearing a lot. This first one is by Inglot. These products are so beautiful. All of Inglot's pigments are gorgeous. They're called the AMC Pure Pigment Eyeshadows. This one specifically is in number 24, which is a really beautiful warm orangey copper shade. I don't want to spill it, but I'm going to show you up close just how gorgeous this looks so you guys see how pretty these are. A lot of these, which is why I love them, are really foiled and glittery. There are some pigments, for example, MAC has some beautiful ones that are very foiled and metallic looking, but don't have as much shine and shimmer and glitter in them, which is what I really love. So these are absolutely beautiful. This one specifically, number 24, is a perfect color to put all over your lid. This is just a tiny amount of that pigment that I swatched for you, and you guys can just see the shine and the glitter and shimmer that this has in it. It is so pretty, and this is dry. So when you intensify these and you put a base underneath or a glitter glue, they are so pretty, and I get compliments every single time I wear an Inglot pigment, so I had to mention this color. The other pigment that I'm obsessed with right now, this is by LA Splash. This is one of their Diamond Dust pigments, and this is in the color Nude Diamonds. This also has light flecks of glitter in it, which is why I love it. I just think it gives the eyes that much more pop when you put this on your lids. Here's what Nude Diamonds looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? This is such a pretty all over lid shade. I really like using this again when they are applied wet or with a base underneath it. I like to use the Too Faced glitter glue. You can also use one by NYX. That one is really good as well, but this is just so shimmery and so glittery. They have a lot of other neutral colors as well, but this one is my favorite. I haven't heard anyone talk about these. I found these on IMATS. I think they're a hidden gem. They're so beautiful. My last favorite eye product of the month is a brow powder. This one is by Anastasia. This is the Brow Powder Duo in the color Medium Brown. I've had this on my collection for so long. I used to use powder for my brows all the time when I was in high school. I decided to pull this out because I wanted a really waterproof brow. I wanted to test some things out to see what would work for me. So this has made it into my routine. After I use my brow pencils to kind of outline my brows, I go in with my pomade to really build them up, and then I go in with this powder to set that pomade. After this, I go in with the gel. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but if you want a waterproof brow that is not going to budge, I swear to you, you've got to try this trick to put the brow powder on top of your pomade and then go with the gel. It makes such a world of a difference, and I have absolutely loved this powder for that. I found that it also makes my brow hairs look a little bit more natural rather than just have a lot of pomade on them. So when you brush it through with the powder, it looks so much better. And moving on to face products, I was really surprised at how much I loved this foundation. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Foundation. I used this in my first impressions video using all of the new drugstore products I hauled, and I loved this. This wore so beautifully on my skin. It is very illuminating. You do have to set it if you have oily skin, but it looks gorgeous. It wears beautifully as well. This is also a really great medium to full coverage foundation. I just love it so much. It's inexpensive. I have it in the color Fair. This and my Wet n Wild have been my two favorite drugstore foundations as of recently. The powder that I like to set that foundation with is another one that I used in that video. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have this in the color number 10 Fairlight, which I think these run a little bit dark since I typically wouldn't be Fairlight. I'm more of a light to a light beige. This one has a little bit more of a yellow tint to it, so the light one is a little bit more pinky, and I thought it would be too dark for my skin. This looks absolutely gorgeous. It gives such a beautiful airbrush finish look to your skin, and it sets this foundation beautifully. It doesn't give you too much added coverage, but it just makes your skin look so silky and smooth and airbrushed. I also really love the packaging of this. It reminds me of the Givenchy powder, which is, as we know, very expensive, and this is a lot more affordable. I use it today to set my face, and I have been reaching for this nonstop. I also have some blushes that I have been really loving. The first one I did use in that first impression again, and I've been using this so much since then, so I had to mention it. This is by Milani. This is the color Harmony blush in the number 04 Berry Rays. This is such a pretty color. This is my favorite one out of all of them that they released. It looks like this. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I just love it on my cheek. It gives me a light flush of pink where it's not too warm, it's not too cool toned of a pink. It can be built up because it is a little bit more of a sheer blush when you put it on, but the finish this gives to your cheeks is gorgeous. You can kind of concentrate your brush into a different section if you want to. I just like to swirl and go in there and just apply it to the apples of my cheeks and then pull it backwards to really kind of lift up and sculpt my face. I love this. The color is perfection. Another blush that I've recently fallen in love with, again, another really affordable product. This is the one that I'm wearing today, and and I love the way that this went on, and the color is stunning. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the color Just Playful. It reminds me so much of Tarte Exposed, just to kind of throw on when you don't know what you want to wear, or you have a lot going on in your eyes, or you have a bold lip on, you just want something very neutral looking. This is the perfect blush to pair with those kinds of looks, and the formula on this is insane. It's so creamy. It feels like a high-end blush, and this is very, very, very affordable. And I am wearing it on my cheeks today. It just works with everything, and again, the formula is to die for. This has been the month of affordable highlighters, and I am loving it. So the two that I have been obsessed with, literally no joke, I have been wearing these every single time I do my makeup, and I cannot get over the fact that they're so affordable. The first one I want to talk about is, again, something I wore in that first impressions video, and I was just so blown away by the pigmentation of this, the formula, the way that it went on my cheek. It doesn't emphasize texture or any of my pores. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the color 100 Molten Gold. I hope that Maybelline comes out with other colors of this, because this one has worked so beautifully on my skin. I know so many people are raving about this right now. I wore this on my lid, and I also used this on my cheekbones in that video. This is barely any product, and you guys can just see how intense that shine is on the face. This looks wet and metallic. This other highlighter is probably going to be no surprise to a lot of you. This is by Wet n Wild. I did a whole video on all 4 of the new colors they released. This is their Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Golden Flower Crown. This is another gorgeous gold highlighter from the drugstore. Both of these feel like such high-end powders, but they are just so affordable. This one's a little bit more of a lighter gold, so that's what the color looks like. It is just absolutely stunning. I love this. Again, this just goes onto the cheekbones so well. It doesn't emphasize my texture or anything. If you guys love gold highlighters, you need both of these in your collection right away. Last but not least, I want to move on to lip products. So the first ones I want to talk about are these new L'Oreal Infallible paints. These are the matte version. They're a little bit more of a whipped formula. I have 3, but I've been really loving these 2 to create like an ombre lip. The first one is number 340. This is in the color Skinny Dip. This one is the lightest one in the entire collection, and I also have number 342. This one is called Tongue Tied. So this one is the next darkest. These are so comfortable. The only thing with these is that you cannot apply too much because they will get a little bit gummy, so 1 layer is enough. These are so insanely pigmented. This whole collection of new matte lip paints are nude colors. So this top one is Skinny Dip, and the darker one is Tongue Tied. So I love to put Tongue Tied all over my lips, and then I will kind of dot Skinny Dip right in the middle to create more of an ombre lip, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. This product I specifically use for lightening up liquid lipsticks when I want something a little bit more multi-dimensional. This is by Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the color Nudie Patootie. I really did not like this on its own on me. It was way too gray toned and too light for my skin tone, but this mixed in the center of other different liquid lipsticks looks so beautiful. They have a lot of other colors in this formula also, but this one is really pigmented. They just glide on. These are not sticky or tacky. They dry really quickly, and they are matte. They last a very long time on my lips. This is a little bit more cool toned, so it works with a lot of different colors to kind of give something a little bit of a different dimension and a different undertone to it. So I've really been loving this Nudie Patootie by Wet n Wild. My last favorite of the month is a gloss, of course. I've been on such a gloss kick, and this one is the one that I have really been loving. I discovered this when I went to Nordstrom to do some of my anniversary sale shopping, and I haven't really heard too many people talk about this. A lot of people love this brand for the Lip Slip, which is like an overnight night treatment of a lip balm. So this is by Sarah Happ, and this is the Lip Slip as well, but it's actually the gloss form. This is what I'm wearing on my lips today with a nude lip liner underneath it. This is more of a clear gloss, even though there is a little bit of a pink tint to it. It does come out a little bit more clear. This is really, really sticky. If you apply too much of it, a little bit goes a very, very long way with this, but it is so ultra hydrating, and it gives your lips such a gorgeous glossy finish. So I've really been enjoying this. It lives in my purse, and I just wear it all the time. So that's gonna be it for this month's favorites video. I hope you all really liked it. Make sure to leave your comment down below on all the products that you've been loving for the month. I love checking out new things. If you did miss my last video on my life update with everything, I will leave that down below for you guys to go check it out. Thank you again so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up like always, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!